This is the Sunshine Coast, Mark and Caroline on 92.7 Mix FM.
Dicko, we've already heard from you. Welcome to Mix FM, mate. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, it's great to be here. It's like, do you know, I do miss breakfast radio.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice waking up a lovely part of
Yeah, but
Australia?
hang on. You're starting at 7, right? Join me at 5 tomorrow
No,
morning.
don't you give me that, mate. I used to do talk radio. I used to have to get up 2:45.
Yeah.
So that was proper morning.
Yeah.
In fact, I used to be going down the stairs in my house holding my shoes so as not to wake the family.
Yeah, I
When
tried.
my daughters would be walking up the stairs with some bloke in tow from the nightclub. It got very embarrassing, I can tell you.
Yeah, because you don't want to wake up the new bloke, you know. Hey, so you live on the coast now. How many years have you lived here?
We've been in Mullaney for 2 years now and absolutely love it. Should have done it years ago.
Yeah, but you still would travel a lot.
Yeah, I go to Sydney and Melbourne all the time. I'm in Melbourne all next week. I'm going to Sydney for the day tomorrow. So I'm up and down all the time. But I tell you what, when I come back home, get to Landsborough and drive up that hill, my ears pop and I know I'm home.
Yeah, that's great. And, it's a little bit wet and cold at the moment too, so it feels like
Well,
home.
that's the thing. My father-in-law's over from France staying with us. And he goes, this is called the Sunshine Coast, isn't it? And I go,
my brother's
yeah, you
here too.
will see it, honestly.
She's just had her brother in town.
Yeah, he's from
And-
Bendigo, and so he's giving me I thought it was the Sunshine
What's the
Coast.
deal with the mould? I've got all these trendy
Yeah,
leather
yeah.
jackets and stuff. They're fur coats now.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
That's exactly right.
Now,
exactly.
Dicko, you're a part of the 2018 Giggle Ball that's coming up. Aiken Legal, of course, putting this one together and raising money for Boom Hill Cancer Care. It's going to be a lot of fun. You've got some great guests. Peter Rosethorns, fresh out of the jungle. Fiona O'Loughlin, the new queen of
Well,
the
both
jungle.
fresh out of the jungle.
Yeah.
Ron and Brenda. Well, I think
Yeah.
we're the first event to get Ron and Brenda.
so great.
the Australia's favourite new power couple. So, so that's a bit of a feather in the cap for the Giggle Ball.
We can't get near them. Like, we tried to interview them and all this sort of
Yeah.
stuff. We're just not hearing back because they're so popular right now.
Well, I've done a show. I did Celebrity Apprentice with Fiona, and she's hilarious.
Yeah.
I always remember she got in a real fluster in the boardroom once when Mark Boris came in, and he had a go at her for being so flustered. She said, "Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Boris, but you're so damn good looking. When you walk in the room, I don't know whether to salute you or you."
Right.
Insert rude word there.
And did he offer a solution?
Do you know what? He actually blushed. Believe it or not, that captain of industry, the Iron Man, he blushed.
There you go. Now, Celebrity in the Jungle, Get Me Out of Here, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What, you were going to go on that show?
Well, yeah, actually, this is an exclusive for you. No one knows this. I was I went and got fitted up for the Bindi outfit for the first ever one. And I was going to go in.
The Bindi outfit?
Well, you know, they wear all that, the khaki.
The
and-
khaki.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I would have been more Dr. Livingston.
Well, okay, yeah.
Because
But,
Bindi, she's all grown up now. She's not just wearing khaki, but go on.
Well, the Bob outfit. Then.
Yeah.
I got fitted up for that. Did the promo, did everything, and I was good to go in week 2 as an intruder.
Yeah.
And what happened was they employed celebrities because the British version. They always have a 40% attrition rate. So 40% of the celebs drop out because they're all scared of spiders and snakes.
Yeah.
But Australians, of course, are dead hard. So it was, and the thing is, the British version is 3 weeks long. The Australian version is 6 weeks long. And it's only this year with Tomic and Choc where they've had anyone drop out.
Yeah.
It's because Aussies are tough as.
Yeah.
No way.
So, yeah, I
you
never-
still got paid, but you didn't get
Yeah, I
flown
never
over.
went in. So
So-
I think in the end, they kept saying, come on Wednesday. No, come on Saturday now. No, come on Wednesday. And in the end, they said, well, look, would you come over and judge a karaoke competition in the camp? I went, no, I'm not flying to South Africa to judge a karaoke competition.
So, you know what I would have said, how much?
Yeah, so what's it worth?
But I was looking forward to losing some weight. So,
Yeah, I know, that's right.
I blame them for my chubby demeanour.
Would you go now? Would you go tomorrow?
Look, do you know what? I think it's good when you do the first one. It's a bit unknown. No one knows the
Yeah,
script.
yeah.
I think when you do series 3 or 4, everyone knows what's going on, and it just loses its allure. And I've been trying to wean myself off reality TV.
Right, but
Good luck.
but every time you get the offer, you go, oh, that sounds fun.
Well, yeah, because you know why? Reality TV shows are fun.
Yeah.
And they're generally doing something in a heightened sense that you never normally get to
No.
do. So I love cooking. I'd love to do a cooking show.
Yeah.
In fact, got offered one of those. But you just get to the point where you think, look, I probably need to step away from the camera. That's why you haven't seen me for the past 2 years.
Yeah. But,
But I'm in music now, so I'm working back in music, my first love, and I'm absolutely loving that. Probably wouldn't have done that if I'd have stayed in Sydney. So I've got the Sunshine Coast to thank for me being back in music.
Yeah. And on that note, you managed Same Time, which is Sam and Tim Aiken, and they had big success on the weekend.
Yeah, we were just at the Blues Fest in Byron Bay over the weekend, and the most prestigious event for buskers is the Byron Bay Blues Fest busking competition. And Sam and Tim, who of course been busking for the past 7 years around these parts, they won it. They took it out, which is great because they played on the main stage, and they've come on so much. I've only known them for a year and a half, and they're like different. They're like young men now, and they really blew everyone away. And they get to play next year now on the 30th anniversary Blues Fest. But who knows? If I do my job, they might be too big to play the Blues Fest.
Yeah, they might go, we're too big for that.
We discovered the Aiken boys. We had them on the radio when they were like 14. So no one sent us a commission check yet. Or nothing.
Well, you know what? Look, just let's talk about this after. You know what? If you play the next single when it comes out, they'll be out in a few weeks. There might be a little bit of a brown envelope full of...
is that right?
A bit of
Is that
payola.
That's the way it works. Come on. You know where you are with payola.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I've been
So
begging
keep
for
an
that
eye out for Same Time. They're on their way.
No one's bribed me yet, Dicko.
No,
Like,
we've
I'm
been
really
waiting a
waiting
long
for
time.
a big fat bribe, and no one's giving me money. Look, I've got to ask. Caroline doesn't want me to bring this up.
Can we just go to an ad break and do this later? Because this is going to go on.
Are you done?
Now I'm
doing
concerned.
this. Are you done? Okay. The Paulini comment. All right,
that was 13 years ago.
I know. That's why I wanted to bring it up, okay? It's because these things have a habit of biting people, and sometimes you say stuff, and you get labelled with it for the rest of your life. Here's what I'm talking about.
This is really hard for me to say, but it's the real world. You should choose more appropriate clothes or shed some pounds. I'm sorry.
Now, that's pretty tough comment.
Well, you should have heard what I was really thinking. That was me with the filter on, believe it or not.
Right.
See, I was at that point. I'd gone from being the most hated person in Australia to people going, "Oh, he's all right. Actually, just speaks the truth." And there was a side of me thinking, "Don't say it. People like you now. Don't say it." And then little naughty Dicko would say, "No, go on. You promised to tell the truth." And in the end, I ended up saying, "Look, if I was in a boardroom looking at photos of my artist, I would make those comments."
Yeah.
And so I just bit the bullet and said that. Those 11 mundane little words have. You're right. They're still haunting me, but. The fact is, in those days, the kicking I got from the world was old school. There was no social media then. If social media would have been around then, I'd have been tarred, feathered, and run out to town.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
definitely would have.
That's right.
But, in her defence, she surely didn't choose that outfit.
Well,
Like,
it's
that's-
funny. People don't know this. Paulini's from the western suburbs of Sydney. She, didn't have a lot of money. She was a working class kid, and then she's on this big show where she's getting thrown outfits week after week. And this designer, Charlie Brown, sent her 3 outfits in consecutive weeks that she loved. On the 4th week, the gold outfit turned up, and even Paulini went, I don't think I can carry this off. But she felt beholden to this designer who'd given her stuff, and it was just one of those little sliding door moments. She could have said no, and we wouldn't be talking about this, but she decided to do it, and I went there, and it sent Australian media into a bit of a meltdown, believe it or not.
Looking back, you should have been insulting her driving, not her arms. But
her adherence to getting the licence the proper way, shall we say.
But I've got to say, nowadays, everyone's insulting everyone. Like, I actually think you're wrong about that insult. I reckon that would have gone virtually unnoticed because people are... You don't have to watch, like, Bachelor in Paradise or anything like that. The insults are far worse.
Look, you would know because of the sort of stories that you cover every day. A lot of the stories you cover will have started on Twitter. It would have been someone making a comment at 2 in the morning that they've gone to the other side and said, "What do you think about this?" All of a sudden, you've got a firestorm.
And it's the outrage machine.
Yeah.
It's
the
that
currency. It's the new currency outrage.
You wake up in the morning and what am I going to be outraged about today? And,
right.
You would have won that
all
day.
I would like to say is it's wonderful being nice again. It really is. I can sleep straight.
Okay, well, Dicko is with us, and he will be at the Giggle Ball, which is coming up quick too, April 21st. You can get your tickets at bloomhill.com.au on their little online shop, or you can just go and check in with Aitken Legal, and we'll repost the link to go and buy some tickets as well, won't we, Carol?
Yeah, look, it's free. Look, Bloomhill are a fantastic organisation, and the night will be hilarious. Look, I'm hilarious. to look at. So that's a great start. I'm hosting the night. As I said, Fiona O'Loughlin, Peter Rosethorn, and some great music. In fact, our boys, same time are playing. So
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Dicko, thanks for coming in, mate.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Mark and Caroline for breakfast. 92.7 Mix FM.